Hello and welcome back to Apex Ellis and EU4 doing our England into Great Britain run. You join us after we have taken Ireland under our wing, given their own rule. We humiliated Scotland because they thought that they could look after Tyrconnell, and we have successfully traversed the War of the Roses. So in this episode, which will be a bit shorter than the last episode, we are going to be looking at solidifying our base, getting the Renaissance to proc in England, get these to Tech 4, and then we'll look at maybe some small wars, maybe look at resetting that time by having a war with Brittany. But we'll see. At the moment, Burgundy allied with Brittany, so we might have to wait and see what we can do there. We'll start by improving relations because we've not rivaled Burgundy, so maybe we can get them to be friends with us. Who knows, maybe we can get a cheeky last minute Burgundy inheritance. Seeing as Charles is there, he's ready. He's now the monarch. He is now ready. He's the duke, I should say. He's ready to fall and give away Burgundy to the highest bidder. We've kept the Gallo Glass for now, and the Free Company. We did get rid of the Forlorn Hope to help with our treasury issues, and we have the Peasants' War slowly building up. We still have the Villenage. However, we are just waiting for this to tick up, or if we get an event to bring this influence down, then we can get that. That will tick up to 75. So over time, and then we'll be able to get rid of that, because we now are over the threshold. We do also have to look for a chance, because we have got the mission from the burghers to, what do they want? Soldiers. No, we need to. Sorry, Castile. And sorry, Sweden. As I say, we need to get the trade power over here to be, I think it's 20% or more trade power. So we need to get this war. But we'll eventually unlock if we take over Scotland. In the last episode, I hadn't quite decided what I was going to do with my French holdings. I have decided that at the bare minimum I'm going to remove the forts except for Calais. I'm going to keep Calais as a fort. I'm just going to let this tick up until January, when we'll get a reduction, and then we can just spend it with a bit less mana points. We're not at war, we're not looking at having a war anytime soon, so we should be okay. So obviously it is going to go a bit quiet. Like I said, we do have some issues. Got a bit of war exhaustion that we're just going to get rid of by having a couple of months of peace. We'll look at improving with Burgundy. That doesn't seem to be going down. Have they had an event? Got some excessive allied to a rival. They've made a new rival, haven't they? Yeah, Castile. Don't think that's going to happen then. So we'll see what we can do in terms of these bits. So we'll build another transport in a minute. We'll just tick it up to 4 speed while we're recovering. AI constantly asking to trade these favours. Gets to you after a while. It's like we can't take no for an answer. What we'll do is we'll wait to see if Burgundy get into a long drawn out war with one of the more larger nations, and maybe we can have a look at dealing a bit of a blow to Brittany, getting some ducats out of them. Get trade now, and let's have a look. So we've got York, so there's some mana points in York and Lincolnshire. I know that the tax administration isn't the best use of mana points. However, it is spreading the Renaissance by 1.83, so we'll do a bit of that. And then back to oh yeah, we need to we'll whack a cog in there. Navarre can have that. There we go. That's what we're waiting for. It's not a big major war. In fact, who? Oh, I suppose they're going to take that, aren't they? There's nothing really there. They're going to take Lorraine. That's not really a big enough war to get excited about. There's no Casus Bile. Scotland allied with Denmark. That's one for the books. As well as guaranteed by France. It's going to be interesting, that one. I could create Normandy and create them as a scooterage, and then do the same with the Bordeaux region. I might do that actually. Because I don't think Burgundy is going to befriend us. But I've done what I can there. So we never know. They might decide that we're not worth rivaling. So Tech 4. We'll whack one on there. And then we'll give Lincolnshire and York. Lincolnshire and York. Scotland no longer considers me a rival. It's interesting. So I consider them a rival. Yeah, I still consider them a rival. Oh, no longer valid. There's nobody there really that I want to rival. Could rival Aragon, I suppose. They are rivaling just everybody seems to be having an issue with them. So why is Scotland not valid anymore? Maybe because we've got too many techs. Have they gone bankrupt? Is that the problem? Yeah, we're too soon until 1462, so that is a long way. So we need to look at something in the meantime. So we're a bit hold up here, aren't we? Yeah, we'll take some mana points because we are a fair bit behind. Having had Henry VI for quite a fair whack of time. I've hit a bit of an impasse. So I think what I'm going to do is can we afford to do it? So if we... I think what we need to do first is just build up our homelands. So build up the English, build up the home isle. Then we can give up these, because at the moment these are giving us a fair whack of money. I believe, in fact, wait a minute. So let's take that as a hit. So yeah, look, 31, 31, 19. That one's a bit lower. 31, 31, 31. So these are giving us some good ducat output. So at the moment we don't really want to get rid of them. Oh wait a minute, I've just noticed I can do that. So we can do this now, so we can remove villanage. And that saves us a whole lot of pain. Look at that, an extra 2 ducats a month just by removing that, which is quite nice. That should stop soon once we've got the manpower up. So we're just going to improve Leicester this time round because it's the only one that's 40 mana points. And then we're going to go through another year effectively. We are going to take the national tax modifier plus 15%. Give that, look at that now, lovely, six ducats a month. We're getting there. We're starting to build that economy. Institution, nicely growing in London. And we're getting quite close to obviously ticking off another one of these. And I know that this is a double-edged due to the fact that it's got the Parliament effect duration plus 5 and we need lesser time, but that's okay. We can live with it. Some more mana points into Leicester, and what we will build is a marketplace in there. Because let's end this French conflict sooner rather than later. Look at that, once you get the village gone, it's just absolute party time on the economy. And look, we've now got the manpower over 50%, and that bad news that was happening has now gone. Build that there. One there, so now we've got that one. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, Sweden, we're not going to help you. Stop asking. It's like having a toddler keep asking you, can I have, can I have, can I have? No. We're not doing it. Being dragged into your wars, thank you very much. Get through to the next year. Has France decided? No, they still want to interfere in the British Isles. And it's just occurred to me I've been doing this and I can have these now. So we'll put these on. Is obviously going to bring down our crown land. The sacrifice is worth it for the extra mana points. So another rival going back to Scotland. Because they deserve it. Who said they could unrival me of all things, eh? Right, we can now end the French conflict. Which is nice. And before I forget, we're gonna go bomb bomb bomb. Bomb bomb bomb. Oh, that'll do. Good. Oh, we should have pressed this first. Got another 10%. So Scotland no longer. We'll just go for Mamluks. Why not? And let's create some templates. Go 16 for tech 3. Keep it nice and simple, just do it by tech. However, I can't even build that one yet. Right, so we have to rinse through what mana points we had, so get some more admin. We'll ease the tension again, because that should give us positive with them. Trastamere is still holding strong there, so that could be interesting. Don't have 90 favours yet, so we could start going some favours with them, see if we can get that up in time. Austria's a coalition against Poland. What's Poland done to get a coalition? What have they done? They're at war, defend against Baden. What did they do? I can't see. Did they vassalize people? Let's have a look. No, doesn't. Oh, we took this from from Silesia. That was enough to get them in a coalition. Well, I suppose it is the Holy Roman Empire. That was interesting to look at anyway. Right, I'm going to create that army now. And we're going to build another carrack after that. That's our use of ducats for this month. Brittany still there. Scotland. Kind of at an impasse on what to do. So I don't really want to mess about here, because once we take Scotland, which we will take Scotland, Scotland just don't realise it yet. So once we take Scotland, at that point, I am going to tick that off. At that point, we can then start looking at declaring war on Norway. John Talbot's gone. Looking interestingly, we've noticed Dumfries has had its castle removed. So I think they did go bankrupt before, and that's why. So like I said, this episode is not really fast filled. Brittany and Burgundy. I suppose I could hit France. Portugal and Austria want to get happy to get involved. But then Venice will also get involved, so it's not quite a done deal. So we'll hold off for now. Oh, we've got some provincial unrest. It's the heresy again. Got the laws played up again, so. $14.64. We're gonna have to be quick. Sorry, I could hear my daughter shouting in the background. I'm not quite sure what's going on. There. Yeah, so we could take Dumfries. Yeah, look, that's warning me. It's going to expire. I don't think we're going to get it. So we're not going to take any land from them. There we go. So Truce with Scotland is over. We're not going to mess about. We're going to go straight in. France and Brittany are going to come to our aid. However, it's going to be for naught. We're going to go in. We're not even going to. Well, sorry about that. Little interlude. Parental duties. Royal Navy. We've got an admiral. We are going to send out the Navy. But these lands, they can have them. They mean nothing to us. So I could call in Castile. So let's have a Castile. They've done the Reconquest stuff, so they might have a bit of a oomph about them. But I don't really want to over many favours. We'll go deal with that island problem. Not the Irish that are the problem, the Scottish army in Ireland that are causing the problem. So you see, I'm not really doing much in the way of that. In fact, you know what? Let's invite Castile. We're not going to promise them any land. We're just going to spend 10 favours, and there's a nice 20 staff just to come in and just start harassing the French. Because maybe, just maybe, we could gain back some of these cores like Armagnac and Maine. But most importantly, maybe what we can do is do a separate piece on Brittany and get some ducats out of them. Yet again, more parenting. Let's have a look. What's this stat doing here? There we are. So we'll send him with 2 mercenary companies. Oof, they've all come up here. That's not good. Remember how I said I'll make my own mistakes? This is a mistake. See if I can undo the mistake. Yep. We'll get the army out of Brittany. Because that was only ever going to end one way. And it wasn't with an English victory, that's for sure. However, go for a quick snipe. He says quick, it takes a few days. They are higher tech than us. It's like all lanes over in. No, they're tech 4 as well. Right, so of course the French, I don't even know what the Castilians are doing. They've sent all their troops down there. And of course I've messed up. Just had enough to persuade the French that fighting us there wasn't the best idea. And now here we go, the Castilians now actually remembering that they have got an army and that maybe they should use it. Question is, where's that French army going? Heading for the Free Company. We will send both armies into there. There we go. Castings with a 21 stack. going to start doing some business. I think for now, as the war starts to kind of, although this might be a big battle over here, this might be a game changer. The French are at a disadvantage, but the Castilians did hold in the end. Just about. For a minute it was worrying. Yeah, I think with the war going quite nicely, we'll wait for this to fail in November, and I think then we're going to call this an episode, and then we'll carry on in the next episode where we left off, beating up the French and the Brittany. As is right and just, what we'll do is we'll take our rightful land back for now, so Maine and Armagnac. Subjugate Scotland, and then carry on with the rest of the empire building. So I'm not hampering myself to only doing, obviously, Great Britain Empire with other bits. It's just what we're going to focus on. So we'll just go to the next year. There's a lot of French troops heading this way. So we'll start moving a free company over. Dissuade them from fighting me. Castilians are fighting a battle that was never going to end well for them. Scotland offering me something. Don't want it. It's not complete surrender. No, and I think unless this tick to January, we'll get our next tax, so that national ideas and these, we're obviously going to go with exploration. And we'll call it there for now.